Hi friends, it's Raven. Do you like my new hair? My husband got it for me for my birthday, and I actually kind of like it. Usually I do a lot of really fun colors and stuff like that just because why not? But I don't know, I kind of like the more natural look. I haven't had natural hair in a long time, so I don't know, I kind of like it. I figured it was kind of fun to dress up today, so obviously the holidays are right around the corner, and since I'm doing a no spend year, I know I kind of failed a little bit in the beginning of the year, but we're picking it back up. But since I'm trying to do a no spend year or really watch my money and my finances and things like that and follow a strict budget, I thought it might be kind of fun to share with you guys some budget friendly alternatives to Christmas presents or holiday presents. So the first tip that I have for a budget-friendly gift would be to shop after the holiday season is over for the following year. So, everything goes on sale after the holidays are over, and you can get things super, super discounted and for a great deal. So I highly recommend shopping after the season is over. Get all those gift sets and toys and things like that when they are highly marked down and on clearance, and then just store them away for next year. Or you can even save them for gifts that you need as they pop up for different events throughout the year, like birthdays and anniversaries, things like that. So tip number 1 is to shop after the season is over. My second tip is to keep a tote that you can store gifts in throughout the year. So for example, I have a tote that I like to keep different random things in that I find throughout the year, either a sale or something that I want to give away, or something that I think would make a really good gift for a birthday or a wedding or Christmas or any other kind of event that you need a gift for. I have a big storage bin that I just keep all those things in. So if I ever have an event come up that I'm like, oh crap, I need a present for something, then I can just go in my tote and I can find something that will work for a gift. So that's my second tip, is to keep a storage bin or a tote full of gifts for random events. Tip number 3 is to get crafty and use the skills that you have. So make a present for the person that you want to give a gift to. I have a lot of different hobbies and skills that I like to use. So one example would be crocheting. I really like to crochet, so a gift that I might give somebody is like a handmade scarf or a hat or something like that. And people really, really love it when it's handmade. Or my husband really likes to etch things, so he likes to etch into stone and wood and glass and things like that. So he can go to the dollar store and get a really cheap mug and then hand etch in a really cool custom design for anyone he wants to give a gift to. And those always seem to be so much more meaningful to people anyways. Tip number 3 is to get creative and make something yourself. Tip number 4 is consumables. People love consumables, and you really can't go wrong with that. And what I mean by consumables are things that you can eat, things that you can use up, things that people use in their day-to-day lives that you know are going to come in handy. For me, for example, I'm a tea drinker. I absolutely love tea, and if I got tea as a gift, I would be so excited about it. So you cannot go wrong with consumables. So tip number 4 is to get them something consumable. Tip number 5 is to DIY a consumable. You can totally combine a consumable with DIY skills and make something consumable for them. So if you're really good at baking, bake someone some homemade cookies or bake them their favorite kind of treat and they will absolutely love it. Or another idea that's really popular is to get a mason jar or even a leftover jar that you might have laying around and make your own hot cocoa mix or your own cookie mix that they only have to add a couple ingredients to, and you can package it up all cute with a bow and give that as a gift as well. So it's something fun that they can do, and you made it yourself, and it's a consumable. So you're kind of mixing together a couple of the different tips that I have into one. So tip number 5 is to create your own consumable. Tip number 6 is to regift. And I know that this one can be kind of iffy for some people, but basically if last year I received a gift and I'm absolutely thankful for it, but it's not quite my style or not quite something I'm going to use, instead of keeping it around to collect dust and never using it, I should regift it to somebody that I know will enjoy it. But be very, very careful with this tip because you don't want to accidentally re-gift the item to the person who gave it to you. So be careful about that. One thing that I like to do in a situation like that is, let's say I got something from my husband's side of the family and I just don't think I'll use it, but there's someone from my side of the family that I think will enjoy it. I will re-gift it to my side of the family because I know that my side and his side don't really get together or meet up, and they'll never know. They'll never know. So tip number 6 is to regift. Tip number 7 is to give them an experience. I absolutely value experiences over material objects any day of the week. I think people really enjoy the idea of making memories instead of having something that, again, is just going to collect dust on the shelf or, get thrown out eventually once it's broken. If you give somebody an experience, then they're going to remember that forever. I know it might not be the most budget friendly, but you can find experiences that are super cheap. Check out Groupon. There are always experiences on there for a discounted price, so you could always get somebody a Groupon. One example would be also my nephew. He got gifted the chance to get pictures with Santa. So she received a gift for a photo package with Santa, and my nephew got to experience the time with Santa. So it was an experience gifted to him, and then she was gifted the photos that came from that. So that's always a really fun thing too. Tip number 7 is to gift an experience. Tip number 8 is to gift a shared experience. And I think this one is even more fun than just a regular experience, but do something with the person. So for an example, and again, I know that this might not always be budget friendly, but it's still a really good gift to give someone. And this last year, a couple of our friends got married, and as a gift to them, or as part of their gift to them, we decided to gift them a chance to go see an orchestra in January with me and my husband. So it'll be a double date, and we get to share an experience with them of something that we know we'll both enjoy. And I think that they're really excited, and we're really excited, and it's going to be memories that we'll remember forever, and it's going to be a super fun experience. Another example is I gifted my grandparents a chance for me to take their photos for them. So I used to do a little bit of like semi-professional photography, mostly like portrait photography, things like that. And so as a gift to them, I gave them the chance for me to take couple photos for them. So, pictures of them together, and I think that'll be a really fun thing because they'll get to have an experience together. They'll get an experience with me because I'll get to take their pictures for them, and they get photos from it that they'll get to keep forever. So that's another really good shared experience that you can give someone. So tip number 8 is to gift an experience that you can share with someone. Tip number 9 is to get a gift that several people can share. So for example, I'm getting my family a game that we can all play together, and it'll be really fun. It's something that we all get to play. We can play anytime we want to. It's a shared experience together, and it's only one gift instead of several gifts for each person. So it's kind of like a double whammy in that way. Another example would be like a movie night. Grab a movie, some popcorn, and some candy, put it in a cute little gift basket, and then gift it to a family or a couple or whoever has multiple people, and they can share it as an experience. So it's, again, another shared experience, which is awesome. And it's a shared gift, so that way you're spending a little bit of money on a lot of people at once. So tip number 9 is to get one gift for a large group of people that they can share. Tip number 10 is to recycle things you have in your own house. So if you are decluttering throughout the year and you find things that are still really good quality, but you don't quite want it in your house anymore, or you don't want to donate it, throw it in your gift tote, and then you can re-gift it to someone. And most of the time, nobody's going to know that it came from your own house. So for example, we recently decluttered our kitchen cabinets, and we found a couple really cute mugs in there that we don't use. And so instead of donating them, I threw them in my storage tote. So now I can re-gift them to somebody that I know is going to get a lot of really good use out of it and love them. So again, just kind of be careful that it's not super obvious. Like if they were a wedding gift and then I'm re-donating them to somebody who gifted them to me, that's probably not going to go over too well. So tip number 10 is to recycle things that you already have in your house that you don't want anymore, and you can gift to somebody who will actually enjoy them. So that was just a quick list of 10 tips and ideas on budget-friendly gifts that you can give this holiday season. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you have any ideas on budget-friendly or cheap alternatives to gifts, please comment them down below so we can share them with everyone. And if you like seeing videos like this, please feel free to subscribe. See you guys soon. Bye.